Hello my beautiful feather tribe, welcome or welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. My name is Helen and I am very happy to welcome you to another monthly pick a card reading. So we are going to be looking at what you can expect from your October 2021, and we are going to be getting into the specific areas of work and finances, relationships, and your general well-being. So there's a lot to go over, but hopefully it's all going to be very, very interesting. So we have 3 piles in front of us because I am still not 100%, and again, these readings take a lot out of you. So yeah, I'm trying to keep it more on the minimal end of energy exertion, but hopefully it'll do the trick. So we have piles 1, 2, and 3, as you already know, most likely. If this is not your first rodeo, then you know how these pick a card readings work. And with pile number 1, we have the Witch's Tarot. With pile number 2, we have the Oracle of Mystical Moments. And with pile number 3, we have the Elle Key Oracle. So go ahead, take your time, take a few deep breaths, close your eyes, feel into your body, tune out everything else, and once you feel like you've calmed down a bit and centered yourself a bit, just have a feel as to which pile you feel drawn to. And once you have that feeling, once you know, the timestamps will all be listed in the description box and also in the comment section down below. So just take your time, there's no rush, and whenever you're ready, I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. You guys chose the Witch's Tarot, and we are going to be getting to these cards a little bit later, because we're first going to have a look at what is your general month going to be like, or the general energy of the month of October 2021. And yeah, just a quick reminder, this is a general reading, guys, so please just take what resonates and leave the rest. But having said that, let's get straight into the reading. So let's see. Okay, we're starting off with the Queen of Earth. Oh, we also have the King of Air. Oh, and the 9 of Water. Look at that. Okay, beautiful, beautiful energy. So, yeah, as I said, sorry, I don't think it's straight. Anyway, okay. So, as I said, these 3 cards are going to show us the general energy of the month of October 2021 for you. And I have to say, it looks really, really good, and the cards feel really good. Now, because we do have 2 court cards here first, like straight off the bat, I do want to say that I feel like one of them is most likely you, and the other one is most likely someone else. Someone who is very important in your life, or someone who will be very important in the month of October. So with the Queen of Earth, this is actually a card of Capricorn, but it can also symbolize Taurus or Virgo. And with the King of Air, this is a card of Aquarius, but it can also symbolize a Gemini or Libra, any air signs. So if you are any of those signs, if you have a lot of those signs in your chart, or you just resonate with their overall energy, then it's probably easier for you to decipher which one of these energies you are. And even if you don't resonate with either, if you don't have any of those signs like prevalently in your chart anywhere, then it doesn't mean that like you can't still be one of those court cards, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm definitely getting like 2 specific energies, or 2 distinct like people energies. So no matter which one of those you are, whether you are resonating more with the masculine energy or the feminine energy, again, this is not like gender specific, I just want to say that as well. whether you resonate with the Queen of Earth or the King of Air, it does seem like you are going to be having a very, very emotionally fulfilling month in October. It's going to be one where you feel very kind of calm, very in your element, where you feel like things are the way that they're supposed to be. There is a lot of serenity here. There is a lot of kind of mastery. There is a lot of just being in a good and stable place. And again, I feel like you are not going to be in that space alone. There is going to be someone in the month of October who is going to kind of add to that feeling of just happiness and contentment and fulfillment. Maybe that person is actually the main reason for that emotional fulfillment. It could be as well. I don't know why, but I am getting more strongly that if you are watching this pile, then I feel more strongly that you are this Queen of Earth energy here. This more feminine, more nurturing, more receptive. And then I feel like someone is going to be coming into your life in the month of October. For some of you, it could be like a completely new person that you meet, and that is going to be kind of like a very, very positive influence on your life. Maybe even a person that you have been manifesting or hoping to meet. It doesn't have to be romantic. I want to say that too. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can also be a new friend or just a new like confidant or someone that you get on very well, maybe a new business partner, someone that you can truly rely on and build your business up with, or expand in some way, or do something like cool together. So it doesn't just have to be romantic, but it does feel like someone is going to be coming into your life. Now, if you already know this person, it could be that as well. It doesn't have to be like a completely new person. Then I just feel like the person is going to be more emphasized. Their energy is going to be more emphasized in the month of October, and they are going to be playing a bigger role in your month and in how things are going and what you're going to be doing. Yeah, it just feels so nice, so stable, so kind of in control, and having a very good grip on things. So if you've been having a shakier time, then I feel like October is going to be a bit of like a breath of fresh air, and just an opportunity for you to maybe like share your burdens with someone, or share your responsibilities with someone. Have someone kind of take off some of the load off of your shoulders, and have an easier time. Be able to kind of maybe relax and spend some time on your self-care, and just like spending time with the people that really make you happy and that you love, and that bring you something really positive in your life. So honestly, I don't feel like I have that much else to say, because the general energy just feels really supportive, very positive, very much like exactly what you kind of need, is what I want to say. And it just feels like you are going to be supported, and you are going to be kind of held. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, so that's kind of the general energy that I'm feeling for your month of October. So we are starting off very, very strong and on a very positive note. But let's now get into the specific areas of life. So we're first starting off with work and finances. Okay. We are starting off with the 5 of Swords. Oh, and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my God, I'm having such a deja vu moment. I don't know why. Okay. Anyway, moving on to relationships. Ooh, we have the 7 of Cups. Oh my God, and the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, that is so crazy. So the King of Swords is coming out twice, because this is the King of Air over here. Or the King of Swords too. And finally, your overall well-being, we have the 5 of Wands and the High Priestess. Okay, you are having a lot of 5s here, so that does definitely indicate to me that there is going to be some changes coming into your life in the month of October. And I know that generally people get very freaked out about the fives because they tend to be more like chaotic and more disruptive energies. But we'll get into them, we'll get into them. So we're starting off with the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So with these two cards, when we are looking at your work and finances, I first of all want to start off with the Five of Pentacles in reverse because this is such a positive sign. As I said, if you have been struggling, if you've been having a bit of a difficult time, then the Five of Pentacles coming out in reverse definitely indicates that like the worst of the worst is behind you now. You've gone through the most difficult part, like the bottom of the barrel pretty much. That's where you've managed to like be to gone. Oh my god, I'm sorry. We are getting so much closer to Mercury retrograde. Actually, no, by the time this video goes up, the Mercury retrograde is already kind of like in full form. So yeah, but when I'm filming this, it's still like pre-shadow, and it is definitely, I can definitely feel it. So I am sorry if I'm making such a mess with my words, okay? But yeah, when the Five of Pentacles comes out in reverse, then it does talk about like things starting to ease up now, things starting to get better and better because you've experienced the kind of the worst aspect, or the worst kind of the worst of the situation. So if you've been having especially like financial difficulties or troubles, then I do feel like October is going to be offering you some sort of relief here. But it might not be just like kind of like showing up on your doorstep, because with the Five of Swords here, I do feel like you may have to kind of fight for it a bit, or you may have to like kind of step up or do something on your part. You may have to maybe compete with others to kind of get noticed. If you are working in some sort of an organization, if you don't like, or actually even if you do have like a business of your own making as well, regardless of whether you are working for someone else or whether you are working for yourself, I do feel like you're going to have to get a bit more aggressive here on the month in the month of October. If you've been kind of like staying more on the sidelines, or if you're not usually one to like get very competitive when it comes to like workspace things, if you're not usually overly ambitious, or those kinds of things are just not really like your style, or you're not very interested in that kind of thing, then I feel like in the month of October you may kind of have to be more like edgy, or be more like rugged. I don't know what the right word to use is, but basically it's kind of talking about needing to make more noise, needing to be more visible, needing to like create a bit of a ruckus so that people would notice you, and so that you would be able to like get what you need to get. So I'm not saying that you kind of have to like step on anyone's toes here, at least like not intentionally, but it's just asking you to kind of like maybe be a bit more aggressive than you have been before. And I feel like that kind of aggressiveness is going to be reaping you some rewards. It's going to be reaping you some results, and it's going to get you out of that space. Now this Five of Swords could also just be symbolizing, for others of you, if you are not resonating with like having had financial difficulties and such, the Five of Swords could just simply indicate that you may have to be prepared that in your work life, there may be some conflicts that kind of pop up, or there may be situations where someone like triggers you, when someone like confronts you with something, or when someone kind of puts you on the spot and you kind of have to stand up for yourself, or you have to defend your position or your opinion or your work, whatever it is. There could be a potential like standoff situation here. So maybe in your place of work, there could be someone who like brings up some sort of an issue, or just starts like bugging you, or it could be that maybe like you have a misunderstanding or some sort of a bit of an argument with your boss, or there may be like some overall tension in your workspace, or maybe if you're working for yourself, there is a client who is kind of like acting like a bit of an ass, or just like causing some sort of trouble. It really has like such a wide spectrum of what this Five of Swords could be. But I do feel like with this coming up upright, I do feel like the Spirit is saying that basically you have to stand your ground, you have to stay true to you, you have to stay strong, and kind of not back down, because I feel like you can kind of overcome this. But again, because it's the Five of Swords, it may mean that maybe you like ruffle some feathers, or maybe you, I don't know, maybe your relationship with some of your colleagues like kind of goes on the rocks a bit, or maybe you lose a client that is a bit of an ass or something like that. But honestly, I feel like on the grand scheme of things, it's actually something that is going to be better for you. You're going to be better off. So yeah, just no matter what you kind of experience, if there is some sort of a tense situation in your workspace, just stay strong, stand up for yourself, and stand up for what you believe. Okay, now moving on to the relationship section here, okay? And I do want to remind you that the relationship section is talking about all kinds of relationships in your life, not just romantic, but also like friendships, family relations, all of that, okay? So the first thing I want to address here is this King of Swords, because we are getting the King of Swords twice. So it's, as I said, it's very, very clear that there is going to be another person who is going to be playing an important part in the month of October for you. So let's first talk about this King of Swords as someone else, because as I said, it could be that you resonate more with this King of Swords energy yourself. And I'm going to talk about that scenario too, but first, focusing on this King of Swords as another person, right? So what I'm feeling here is that, especially with the Seven of Cups, that this person, you may not really like see the whole of them or all of them in a way that they actually are. Like they may kind of come across as maybe something different than they really are. There could be some confusion or some uncertainty, like especially if it's someone that you are meeting like for the first time. If it's a new person coming into your life, then it could be that like the person maybe like at first kind of leaves you a completely different impression, and you maybe see them like totally differently than they truly are. But I feel like if that's the case, then it's just this person's like defense mechanism, that they kind of want you to, they want to keep you guessing so that you wouldn't see straight through them and see who they really are. So it's kind of a defense mechanism. There may be some like walls up there, because when the King of Swords comes up in reverse, it's like, it feels like this king is even more shielded, even more guarded, and even more like kind of protective of themselves. But I feel like with the Seven of Cups, I feel like it's just a front, it's just an illusion, it's just this like smoke screen, and that they're just kind of trying to probably like protect themselves by doing that. So that's just something for you to know, that if you are meeting someone new and they maybe feel a bit like distant, or maybe they are like not very like warm, and not very like open and available like straight away, in that sense that like maybe they are kind of like keeping their distance a bit, or they're not like giving you a super like caring and loving vibe straight away, then it might just be like this defense mechanism that they have. But if this King of Swords is talking about you, then I just feel like it may be better for you to kind of like not assume anything and not think that you like have a full grasp of everything that is happening. Because of the Seven of Cups, I do feel like things may not be making as much sense on like a logical, rational level. I feel like it's going to be more of a month where you need to kind of trust your senses more, where you need to listen to your heart space more and just follow more so what you feel rather than what you think and what your mind is telling you. So that's one thing that I feel like is going to be an important aspect, especially when relating to others, because this is talking about relationships, right? So if you are relating and communicating to others, then definitely I feel like the main thing here is that like don't assume anything. That's one thing that I definitely want to say, because I feel like things are not going to be exactly what they appear to be on the surface. So there could be some confusion going on there. But on the positive side of it, if you are this King of Swords, if that's what you resonate with, then I feel like this Seven of Cups is indicating that there are going to be several options for you. Especially when it comes to relationships. I feel like there's going to be possibly a lot of communication, a lot of like things happening, or maybe people like getting in touch with you and some sort of like exciting invitations coming your way. It could be more of this like carefree time. So again, with the King of Swords coming out in reverse, it feels like it's basically saying that, you know, you don't have to be like this super responsible, super in control person all the time. Like it's okay if you kind of let loose every once in a while and are not fully like controlling the whole thing and controlling all of the situations. So yeah, if you are getting like some sort of cool invitations in the month of October, or if you are getting some unexpected people getting in touch with you, or having some sort of unexpected meetings with people, then again, I just feel like it's probably a good thing to like take it more easy, because as I said, the month generally feels like it's more at ease, it's more relaxed, it's more like it's more of that kind of energy where you can just like be and enjoy and feel good. So I feel like the cards are saying here that, you know, try and allow that to happen. Try and allow yourself to feel that and to experience that, and kind of not be too like harsh or critical against yourself, and allow yourself to kind of be more in that flowy, dreamy energy, rather than feeling like you have to be fully like in control, fully on top of things, have everything running smoothly, and you know, that kind of thing. But just generally speaking, if we are like leaving out the King of Swords being either you or being someone else, then I just feel like your relationships are probably going to be more like unpredictable, is kind of what I feel like. I feel like there are going to be a lot of surprises, especially with the Seven of Cups, a lot of things that you maybe weren't expecting and that you really can't like foresee. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there is someone who like almost like magically appears in your life, or if you meet someone out of the blue and it like completely takes you by surprise and you weren't like expecting it at all, you weren't foreseeing it at all, and it ends up like having a very, very big effect on you and on your life. And also with the King of Swords, the last thing I want to say is like, if this is you, if you resonate with this, then I feel like it's also saying that, you know, the weight is kind of like going to be off your shoulders. Again, you don't have to be the kind of like solely responsible for everything and solely looking out for everything. I feel like it's going to be a bit of a burden off of your shoulders, as I was already feeling with the overall energy here. So it's not going to be like as maybe trying and as burdensome pretty much. Again, and I know that the level of like burdensome is going to be different for you, but especially if you've been struggling, if you've been having a more difficult time and you feel like you've had to deal with everything on your own and you felt more alone and more maybe like separated, then I feel like in the month of October there is a real possibility for you to kind of get out of that state. Because when we look at the last cards over here, we have the Five of Wands with the High Priestess, talking about your overall well-being. With the High Priestess, I do feel like, as I said, there is going to be this peace, there is going to be this like quietude, and there is this ability for you to kind of relax and take the edge off a bit, because that's the energy of the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very still, very quiet, very receptive. The High Priestess listens. The High Priestess tunes in and is just like, she's at peace, right? She's not grasping. She's not like going after anything. And I know it's like a full contrast with the Five of Wands, which is so interesting to me. But I almost feel like it's saying that you are not going to be as bothered by like whatever may be happening around you, or even if there is some sort of like emotion that is happening in your own head where your mind may be trying to like take control over the situation again, especially if you are resonating with this King of Air. The King of Air is very intellectual, very much operated from the mind space, very much like being fully in their like mental clarity, that kind of space. And so I feel like if you are resonating with that energy more, then it could very well be that the space of like just being still and being in your heart space and moving forward from your feelings, that kind of thing may be a bit like uncomfortable for you or unfamiliar to you. So if that's the case, it could be that you may be experiencing some like internal battling going on. But I almost feel like the feminine is going to win, because, and when I mean feminine, I mean like the receptive, quiet, heart-spaced energy that I was talking about. I feel like it's going to win because the High Priestess is a major arcana and the Five of Wands is minor arcana. So the High Priestess is going to win. And I feel like this peace is going to be a very welcome thing. Again, I as much as like I see things happening around you and maybe being more like chaotic around you, and I do see a lot of change. Again, there are so many fives on the table here, but I feel like you are going to be untouched by that. You're going to be unfazed by that, because you are going to be in a much more peaceful place. And again, it looks like someone is also going to be helping you out, whether they are a friend, whether they are a new lover, some kind of like person you already know, whether they are, I don't know, a parent, neighbor, whoever. But it just feels like someone is going to be, as I said, kind of helping you out in the month of October, and their energy is going to be one that truly helps you reach this like state of peace and calm and kind of take the edge off of things. But the one thing that I also want to say with the Five of Wands here is that I find it really funny that I felt this like energy of like you needing to step up, right, with the work and finance thing here, or you needing to like at least stand up for yourself if the need should arise. And with this Five of Wands, I do feel like that's kind of that energy that I was talking about, because the Five of Wands is the energy of like competition and maybe like strife and chaos and that kind of thing. So it could be that that's at one point what you're going to be feeling because of this workspace situation. But again, I do feel like it's something that you are very easily able to handle, because again, you have this High Priestess here. So it's like, you know what you need to do, you know what you believe in, you know what you stand up for, and you're just kind of in control of things. But it's that, again, it's that peaceful and quiet control where you don't need to like actively show anyone that you are in control. You just have that energy about you, and you don't need to grasp at anything. You don't need to kind of dominate the situation with force. You just have that something about you. So I hope that it's making sense. I feel like your October is going to be very like active in a way that I feel like things are going to be happening around you. But when it comes to like you yourself, you seem to be rather like, I don't know, stoic sounds bad and I don't want to say it, but like, again, however you resonate, right, with the Queen of Earth, with the King of Earth, with the King of Air, it doesn't matter. There is just this regal energy about you that I feel is going to be very much coming out of you in the month of October. And yeah, and there is just this quiet kind of dominance, but it's like you don't really have to work too hard to be in that position, and you are very much standing strong and confident within yourself, peaceful within yourself, while there is all this commotion happening around you. So it's really exciting, honestly. I feel like it's really exciting, and it's this beautiful balance. But let's look at the last oracle cards as well, and let's see what else Spirit thinks is important for you to know. So I'm going to move those up a bit here. And yeah, let's have a look. Wow, we are starting off with She Who Becomes, Metamorphosis, Transcend, Journey. Wow. Yeah, so as I said, there's definitely this like energy of like becoming more like quiet and peaceful and still and getting into this tranquil state. So I love the word transcend, because it does say like, it does indicate that you are kind of rising above something. And yeah, I don't know, it's beautiful. Let's see what else. Wow, we have new directions. Okay. Oh, we also have the hummingbird. Wow, I really like the hummingbird. Sorry, I'm kind of rushing ahead here because I really like the hummingbird, because the hummingbird is all about like being present, being in the moment, right? The hummingbird, like if you look at it, the hummingbird's wings are flapping so quickly that it looks like the hummingbird is actually still in the air. It looks like they're not even moving that much. And I feel like I don't know, it feels like that's what you will be like in October too, that like you almost look effortless in what it is that you're doing. And again, it's like, I love that you're able to like have this peaceful presence and peaceful like way of being about you, where you are not like getting swayed and caught up in everything that is like happening around you. Let's see what else. Oh, we have butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. You're having another card of like transforming here with the metamorphosis and She Who Becomes card. So you are definitely going through some sort of again, like there's going to be a change both within you, and I feel like without you as well, or outside of you. But it's yeah, it's, oh, sorry, I need to move those a bit. But it's definitely one that is like making you, I don't know, I feel like it's almost like, it's like you are ascending here. Wow, we also have gateway and we have leadership. Yeah, wow. So what I feel here with these last oracle cards from Spirit is that I feel like the month of October is really going to like bring out this whole new side of you, where it's like, again, where you see that you don't have to like grasp as much, you don't have to worry as much, you don't have to like spread yourself too thin to get things done, to get things to be the way that you want them to be. There is almost this, like, you are growing, but it's like, it's more of a quiet growth. I hope that makes sense. But I feel like the change that you're going through here, where you are able to get to this more like serene place, I feel like it actually like sets you free in a way. And it does look like there are going to be like new opportunities opening up for you, especially when it comes to like your relationships with other people. Because we have this new directions card here and we have this gateway card over here. So, and with the 7 of Cups, which is the opportunities card or the possibilities card, there is a lot of like potential here for new things kind of coming into your life, and for discovering new things and gaining new experiences. And I do feel like there's a lot of this uplifting energy here, very much a lot of like positive energy and very like optimistic energy, and very much like welcoming this new energy. But at the same time, because of this leadership, I actually love that this card is here, because as I said, it feels like you are still in control of things, like you are still in that very like leader position, right? You're still in that position, but it's just like a different kind of leadership position where things are like kind of more easy, more in flow, right? It's almost like you are welcoming this like feminine aspect more. Or if it's like if you are resonating more with the feminine, then it could just be that you are like learning to incorporate that more to what it is that you are doing as well, like in your workspace or in your like personal projects, anything like that. It just feels like you're becoming more whole and more just like more aligned, I suppose that's the easiest way to say it. So yeah, I really love this energy, and I feel like there is a lot of like exciting stuff for you to look forward to. There is going to be, I feel like there are going to be some surprises, especially with the gateway, right? Because this is we have a unicorn here, so it's talking about like magic, discovering something that maybe you didn't know was even possible. So there's just so much positive energy here, so much like possibility, and it does feel a bit dreamy as well, I'm not gonna lie, which, as I said, if you are resonating more with this King of Air energy, it could be that it's somewhat foreign for you. But if you allow it to kind of guide you, and if you allow it to show you new things, then I feel like you're going to be discovering some really, really, really amazing aspects of life and really amazing aspects within yourself that you maybe didn't know existed before. So yeah, I don't know, it feels like quiet power. That's the motto of your October 2021 pile number 1. That's what I'm feeling like. And you are definitely going to be going through some sort of a really cool journey here, both like internally and also outside of you. So really cool energy, and I hope that it like made sense to you. I hope that it wasn't too all over the place, because it does feel a bit chaotic, this energy here, I'm not gonna lie. But again, it's really cool, and I hope that you saw it that way too. But definitely let me know how you feel about this reading. Are you excited about the month of October? Are you looking forward to all of these cool new things that are coming your way? Or yeah, however you feel, let me know. But thank you so much for watching this. Please let me know in the comment section if you liked it, or you can give me a thumbs up if you don't really want to talk too much. And also, if you haven't already, but if you did enjoy this reading, my energy, and you want to see more of me, then definitely don't forget to subscribe as well. But that's it. I am wishing you guys an amazing October. Please take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. I hope you guys are doing well. So you guys chose the Oracle of Mystical Moments, but I'm gonna put that on the side here for the time being, because you may or may not know that we are going to be starting off with some cards first to give us an overview of what your month is going to be like generally. So yeah, this is still a general reading, okay? So please only take the parts that resonate, and everything else you can leave behind. But let's jump straight into the reading and see what is the general energy of your October 2021. Ooh, we're starting off with the Page of Fire. Ooh, we have the 3 of Water and the 7 of Fire. Okay, pile number 2. So the first thing I want to say is that I feel like the month of October is going to be very exciting for you. There is a lot for you to like be happy about or celebrate, be excited about, but there's also an energy where you can just like enjoy yourself. So I feel like it's going to be like a mixture of both, really, where like, yes, you are going to be experiencing some new things, and you're going to be maybe even initiating some new things here with this Page of Fire. But I feel like it's this beautiful balance where this excitement is being balanced out by this like emotional fulfillment and satisfaction and celebration as well with this Three of Water here. I feel like generally the month of October is going to be one where you kind of feel like, how should I say it? It's like you feel kind of like on top of things, or you feel like you are almost invincible, or you have this like, because we have so much of this fiery energy here, I feel like you have this surge of like passion going through you, or it is going to be a very like very driven month, which I feel like is a very, very, very positive bit of news, especially if you've been maybe feeling more like tired or drained, or if you've been having like a lack of motivation recently. Then I feel like this there's going to be this like new surge of energy coming up for you, where you feel like you are able to like overcome what you need to overcome, and you're able to face anything. And there is this, I just feel a lot of optimism here. I feel like there is a lot of like belief in yourself and belief in what it is that you're doing, and there is just so much like trust in things working out for the best, trust in you being able to achieve what you want to achieve, and you getting the help that you need to reach the levels that you want to reach. So it's almost this like very again, very optimistic, very enthusiastic, and very open-minded energy that I'm feeling here. So I feel like if that's the kind of energy that you are able to like maintain for the most part in the month of October, then I feel like there really isn't anything that you cannot achieve. There is so much like potential here, and again, at the same time, I feel like there is also a lot of opportunities for you to just enjoy yourself, enjoy the things that you have already achieved, and maybe even like find enjoyment in the process of going after some of your goals, in the journey of it, not just like being fully dependent on like the outcome, right? To feel that sense of satisfaction, to feel that sense of joy. So yeah, very, very, very optimistic outlook here. Especially the Page of Fire. I don't know why, but this card is like my favorite from all of these three, because it just feels like there's just so much opportunity here in the month of October, so much. And you have these like very exciting new beginnings to look forward to that may lead to some real emotional fulfillment as well. So that's really cool. That's really cool. But let's look at some of the more specific areas now. We're going to start off with work and finances. We're then going to look at relationships, both romantic and platonic. And finally, we're going to look at your overall well-being. Yeah. Okay, we're starting off with the 10 of Cups upright. Ooh, and the Empress. What was I saying? Oh my goodness. Okay, we then have the Star in reverse and the 6 of Wands, more Wands. And finally we have the Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Okay, wow. Yeah. This is really nice energy. Seriously, pile number 2, really nice energy. So I feel like you have a lot to look forward to. But let's start from the beginning, shall we? We have this 10 of Cups and the Empress. I mean, even if you don't know anything about tarot, I feel like the cards themselves almost like spill the beans. When it comes to your work and finances, I feel like there is going to be a lot of fulfillment and a lot of satisfaction coming into your life in that area in October, because I mean, the 10 of Cups is like the ultimate emotional fulfillment. It's that like overflowing amount of joy where you feel so happy that you couldn't wish for anything better. You couldn't imagine having anything better. This is like all of your wishes coming true. And with the Empress being here as well, this is like, I don't know, this is like the epitome of abundance and wealth and things manifesting, things coming into fruition, having this amazing harvest. So I feel like if you have been working very, very hard to attain some things, then I feel like October may very well be the month where you see some amazing results that like actually turn out to be better than anything you could have imagined. But even if you don't see like some like very, very big results just yet, if you're still kind of working towards that ultimate end goal, whatever it is for you, then I just feel like with this 10 of Cups, it's the same thing that I was kind of touching upon before, where I feel like you are actually going to be enjoying the work that you're doing, the things that you are creating, the projects that you're working on, the ideas that you are kind of putting into work. So whatever it is that you do for a living, or even if it's just like some sort of a hobby that you are thinking of turning into a business, or that you have already turned into a business, whatever it is that you do, like career-wise or whatever your craft is, I feel like it's going to be bringing you so much emotional fulfillment here with this 10 of Cups. It's actually going to be making you happy, and I feel like your work is going to be giving you a sense of purpose. It's going to be meaningful. It's going to make you feel like you are actually doing something worthwhile, and that the things that you are creating matter, that they are doing something positive. And I feel like because both of those cards are very like generous and very giving, it could actually be that like in the month of October, you may like actually somehow benefit other people with whatever it is that you're doing, or you may actually feel like generous to the point where you may want to like give something to charity, or you may want to like do something selfless to help someone else out and to share of your abundance. Because as I said, this is not just the work and career part, this is also the finances part. So I feel like with this Empress being here, that you kind of have like, you're kind of solid. You have all that you need, and even more so. So you're definitely not going to be needing for anything. So I feel like that's also a bit of a weight off the shoulders, right? Then the finances part is going to be solid. And I feel like even if you are in a place where you maybe don't feel like that right now, or if you are not like fully satisfied with the amount that you make, then I feel like it's in the month of October, it could be that like someone actually helps you out, or someone like gives you some sort of a gift, or like just someone does something nice for you that kind of helps you out in the financial aspect of things as well. It could be a family member, it could be a mother with the Empress here, but it doesn't have to be. It's just like, I just feel like whatever your situation, in the month of October, you are going to be absolutely solid. You are going to be feeling good. You are going to be having all that you need, and you're not going to be wanting for anything. All of your needs are going to be met, is kind of what I'm feeling here. And you're going to be feeling very, very fulfilled by what you do. So in that aspect, as I said, I feel like there is so much positivity and so many great things to look forward to. And maybe, I don't know, this is kind of like the last thing I want to say is like, there may even be some kind of like a promotion or some sort of like really cool job opportunity that comes your way in the month of October. Honestly, regardless of like how this specifically manifests for you, but in that area of like work and finances, I feel like it's going to be very fulfilling. You're going to be very happy, and there is going to be growth and advancement in that area for you. regardless of like what your current situation is monetarily or in your work and career field, there is going to be some sort of advancement here and some sort of very, very positive news coming your way of like growth and forward movement. So yeah, amazing. Those are like probably like one of the best cards to get. So now moving on to your relationships. We have the Star card in reverse and we have the Six of Wands here. Now with the Six of Wands, I just feel like you are very likely going to be getting some praise, getting some like support and appreciation from the people around you, from your loved ones. Especially like it actually kind of makes sense as well that if you are having some sort of like successes at work, or if something kind of like really amazing happens or something like really goes your way and you're kind of doing well in that area of life, then it only makes sense that like your closest people are kind of really happy for you and celebrating you and like rooting for you. And that's kind of the energy that I do see here with the Six of Wands. But the one thing that I kind of want to, I don't know, this may be like a very specific message for someone, but the one thing I kind of want to warn you about here is because we have this Star card in reverse here and it is coming out with the Six of Wands. I want you to be mindful of like getting a bit too arrogant or getting a bit too cocky, especially if things are going well for you. Try not to like let that kind of go to your head and you know, like feed into any ego stuff too much. I mean, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't be proud of your accomplishments, or you shouldn't like, you know, like feel fully all of the amazing things that you are achieving here, and that you shouldn't like experience that emotion fully, of course. But it's just, I don't know why, but I just feel like there's a bit of a like, okay, I don't know how to say it, and I do apologize. I'm struggling so much with words because we are in Mercury retrograde, and it's definitely kicking my butt. But with the Seven of Fire here as well, it just kind of like this energy here is a bit like making me feel like there could be some like feeling of superiority, or feeling maybe a bit too good about yourself, and I just want to kind of like make you mindful of that. Now, if you are not like that, or if you do not resonate with that kind of energy at all, then clearly this message is not for you. But just I just feel like saying that be mindful of like how you talk to other people, how you like how you behave towards other people in the month of October, because it kind of may come off as a bit like cocky or a bit like arrogant, especially if you're feeling really, really good about yourself because of all of the amazing things that you are experiencing, maybe like financially or at your work or whatever. So yeah, just be mindful of that. But besides that, I feel like things are kind of, as I said, things feel kind of like stable. And I do see that people, like your relationships are going to be fine with the Six of Wands. It feels like things are like pretty harmonious, and that people are really rooting for you, and people are really like happy for your successes and kind of celebrating with you, with the Three of Water as well. So it is the celebratory energy. And I do want to say, again, this is more of a specific message, but if you have like maybe experienced some rough patches with someone, or if you've kind of had a falling out with someone who is close to you, then with the Star card in reverse here, with the Six of Wands, it could indicate that maybe like some sort of difficult situation that you've had with someone, it could be coming to some sort of a resolve, or maybe that there is a possibility to kind of get things sorted and to kind of like remedy the situation. But I do feel like with the Six of Wands, it could be that you may have to be the one to kind of initiate it. Again, because of this Page of Fire, there is a lot of this initiative energy that I'm feeling. So I feel like there are so many possibilities for you in the month of October. Whether you take those on and whether you choose to act on them, that is completely up to you. But I feel like if you do decide to act on them and take these opportunities and try and like make something of them and see where they go, then I feel like you have the possibility here to be really, really successful and really make things go your way. So yeah, there is a lot of promise, a lot of potential. And I just feel like you're going to have a pretty good ego boost. I don't know why, but I keep getting that. I feel like you're going to be experiencing a bit of an ego boost in the month of October. And even if there are someone, or even if there are people who are like somewhat jealous of you, or who maybe are not like 100% happy for all of your successes, and if they are like trying to say some shit about you or stir something up, then I do see you kind of like coming out victorious here with the Six of Wands. I feel like you are going to be coming out on top no matter what kind of situations you're experiencing. The same with the Seven of Fire here. I feel like whatever is kind of like, whatever you are faced with in the month of October, you are able to overcome, you're able to like work past those situations and rise to the top here. So I really wouldn't be worried. And I also feel like October may actually be a month where you really see who your true friends are. That may be more of a specific message yet again, but I do want to say that with all of these successes that you are experiencing, and with you like doing really well for yourself, or just like, you know, going through these positive things, it could become very evident who are the kind of people who truly like love you for you and who are happy for you and want you to do well, and who are the people who may be like seeing you as a rival or a competitor of some sort, or who feel like threatened by you, or who are having some sort of a weird like ego standoff thing with you. I feel like it's going to become really evident, and so you'll be able to like sort through the people who are maybe like not deserving of being in your life, and who are not there for the right reasons, and who are your like actual true friends and supporters. So yeah, I don't know. That's just the last kind of message that I wanted to say here with the relationships thing. But generally, again, I feel like you are going to be solid. You are going to be feeling really good about yourself, and people are going to be recognizing your worth as well and celebrating with you. Again, at least your true friends are. And so I feel like on that front, again, you are really, really good, very solid. And finally, we are closing this section out with the Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands. This section talking about your overall well-being. And I mean, what is there to say? You're coming out as the Queen of Wands here. I do feel like you are coming out very much in your power, very much in that like, in that space where you know your worth, you know that you are the shit, you know that you can get things done, you know that you have what it takes to succeed. And I feel like you are just like, you're being extremely like attractive and extremely flashy at this time. I feel like it's almost like you're not afraid to kind of step into the limelight and let people see you and kind of stay in that like very glowy and flashy energy here. And you're definitely feeling good about yourself. You definitely are. But with the Page of Swords, again, as I was saying before, I feel like you may want to be like conscious of the way that you communicate, because it might come off a bit like not necessarily hostile, but just like maybe a bit more on the arrogant side, especially when the Page of Swords comes out with the Queen of Wands here. It's like, again, I want this to be super clear, okay? Like, you have every reason to feel amazing and to be really, really proud of yourself and to enjoy all of that like goodness that is coming your way. But just like maybe try and see how other people may see it as well, how it may come across to other people. So yeah, I don't know. That's just something that I wanted to say one last time, but that's it, I promise. But yeah, I mean, besides that, seriously, you are on top of things. you know what you're doing, you know that you are capable of doing these things. I also feel like you have a very clear picture in your mind of like your goal of where you are going, and you're also like at the same time, because we do have these pages energies, I feel like you're also very like open-minded to exploring new things and to just enjoying life and taking it as it comes. So yeah, you just seem to be on top of things, and you seem to be on top of yourself as well, and be in a very like stable and confident space here. A lot of confidence exuding out over here, like seriously, so much. So I feel like no matter what is being put on your path in the month of October, and I honestly feel like it's not even that much. It's probably like most of it I feel like is going to be smooth sailing. You may have like a few hiccups here and there, but again, it's like it's nothing to you. So no matter what is put up on your path, you are able to like blast through it with like no issue whatsoever. So a very, very strong, very powerful, very confident, and very in control kind of a month is coming up for you, definitely. And one where you are just feeling like an overall sense of satisfaction and fulfillment, and there is excitement, and there is reward, and there is just so much goodness here that I don't know what else to say. But we are also going to be looking at some oracle cards before we close this reading out. So let's see what else Spirit wants you to know about the month of October. Okay, so let's see. Wow, we have she who creates, creativity, originality, spontaneity. What was I saying? Like there is so much potential energy here. And with all of these fire energies coming out as well, you're definitely very creative. I don't know, maybe I didn't say it. I might not have used the word creative, but even with the Empress as well, this is all very creative energy. So I love that this card came out over here, because yeah, you are definitely very, very creative. What else? Ooh, we have like a bird. Wow. Cool. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, lightning. Not surprised. Not surprised at all. Oh my god, we have another number 22. We have dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about this in a second. And the final two cards we have are purity and freedom. Wow, yeah. Oh my goodness. And yeah, again, we have these bird symbols here. So honestly, I feel like in the month of October, you are just going to be able to soar. Like you're going to be able to just like spread your wings, do your thing, explore, kind of like you can barely see the cards. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot myself. I was supposed to move those cards out of the way so that you would be able to see them. Thank god I noticed. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Okay, sorry about that. I got so carried away with the messages, I wasn't even paying any attention to the monitor. But as I was saying, yeah, October is going to be, it's just going to be one like where you are ruling the whole thing. Like there is just no doubt about it. Because there is so much power coming through, and I love that we have this lightning card, because that's what I was saying, right? I feel like there is so much of this like power, confidence, there's so much of it, and I think that that's what like October is going to be like. It's going to be like this opportunity for you to fully express all of this power and to like create even more of it for yourself, because of all of this amazing thing that you, or all of these amazing things that you are achieving and working towards, and that you're able to do here. So honestly, yeah, with the like a bird and with this freedom card, it's like it just feels like there is so much like possibility that is out there available for you. So it's all you have to do is, like, as I said, if you want to take these opportunities that are coming your way on, that's like up to you. You have that opportunity, you have that possibility, and if you decide to do that, I feel like you have you have the ability to achieve a lot here as well. So definitely very like forward looking kind of a month for you, and very, very much like momentum towards a lot of progress. But the thing that I wanted to talk about with this truth transcends illusion here, with this dragonfly spirit, I kind of feel like it's almost like another reference to this message that I was talking about before. So maybe it's even like, maybe it's more relevant than I thought initially, where I was saying that I feel like it's more of a specific message, or, you know, where you're able to like see who your real friends are. It does feel like that's something that you may need to like brace yourself for, because it could bring about a bit of a disappointment, I have to be honest, especially with the Star card in reverse here. Like it may like shatter some illusions for you, or shatter some hopes for you, or it may kind of have that like sobering effect for you a bit. Which is why I feel like this Page of Swords is here as well. But at the same time, it's like, I love that this Purity card is here, because I feel like it's kind of like saying that even if you are seeing like the true colors of someone, then at least you know. And it's almost like it's this big like spring cleaning kind of thing, where you are able to get rid of that false energy that you don't really like most likely want in your life anyway. Because I mean, who wants fake friends, right? Like those kinds of friends are not really good to anyone. So yeah, I mean, again, I feel like I don't know, I feel like I don't have that much to say about these oracle cards, because they seem to be kind of like mirroring back all of the main messages that we already went through. But I like that the keywords that are coming through are like so powerful, and it does reiterate the messages of like you being on top of things in the month of October, you being in your full power, you having the opportunity to just like soar and spread your wings wide and see what life has to offer, and just like being in your fullest power, and being able to like actually create and do some amazing things, and get the recognition that you truly deserve for it as well, and feel good about yourself. So yeah, I don't know, it's such a beautiful energy. I almost don't want to end this reading, because it feels so good, but I have to, because I've been keeping you here for quite a long time already, and I still have one more pile to go to. So thank you so much, pile number 2. This was such an amazing reading, and I hope that you are as excited about your October as I was doing this reading, because honestly, like, you only have like the best things to look forward to, with a few like hiccups here and there, but again, I feel like it's almost like nothing to you, seriously. So yeah, wow, what a blast of a month you are going to be having. And yeah, oh my god, so congratulations for that. I hope that you are happy to hear these messages, and I hope that you really enjoy your October. But I'm gonna leave it here, pile number 2. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this reading, definitely let me know. You can give me a thumbs up, you can leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. And most of all, if you haven't already, but if you would like to hang out with me in the future as well, don't forget to subscribe and join our little feather tribe. But yeah, take care of yourselves, have an amazing October, pile number 2, and I hope to see you very soon in one of my next readings. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. You guys chose the Elle key oracle, but we are going to be getting to that card a bit later, because we are first going to look at these 3 cards over here, and we're going to get an understanding of what is the general energy of your October 2021 going to be like. I hope you're all doing really, really well, and I want to remind you guys that this is still a general reading, okay? So please only take the parts that resonate and leave everything else. But let's get straight into your reading, shall we? Oh wow, we're starting off big with the Hierophant. We have the 9 of Air. Oh wow, and Transformation. You have some major arcana cards here, like really big major arcana cards. The thing I'm feeling here, pile number 3, is I feel like the month of October is going to be somewhat like shaky for you. And I don't want anyone to be like alarmed by that, or anyone to be afraid or get scared. It's not like shaky in a bad way, because I mean, I'm looking at this Hierophant card, and I'm looking at this Transformation card. And as I said, these are like major energies. They are major arcana cards, but these are like big major arcana cards. So it feels like your month of October is going to bring about some sort of revelations for you, or some sort of a newfound understanding or awareness for you. And it may cause some like internal disruptions as well, in the sense that you may be experiencing some like uncertainty that comes with it, because I mean, it's normal, right? Whenever something changes, and I do see major change here, or it could be like change that is continuing, right? So take it as it resonates. But whenever we go through these like periods of change, periods of transformation, it always kind of leaves us almost like in this limbo state, or hanging in the air a bit, where we don't really like, where we just kind of have to go with the flow, and wait for the things to be done shifting around us, so that we could start building up this new foundation. So it's not like a bad thing. I definitely don't want you to get a sense that it's going to be a bad or a very like disruptive month, but it feels like there is going to be some sort of a new, yeah, I don't know, revelation is pretty much the only word that I keep hearing. Something is going to be illuminated for you here. Something is going to be made evident for you. And I feel like October is going to be one of those kinds of months where it's like you're trying to balance the things that you know, and the things that you are certain of, with the things that you are just starting to learn, and just starting to like discover for yourself. So there could definitely be some surprises coming your way. But I feel like the thing that is the most important to remember here is, with these major arcana cards, I feel like you are going through some sort of like very significant changes that the universe has planned for you. So things are shifting around because they are meant to. Things are shifting around because like space is being created in your life for something that needs to have space to come in, right? So I feel like the things are kind of being prepared. And I do more strongly feel like this is all talking about like things that are happening around you rather than inside of you. I feel like things that are happening are kind of causing you to maybe try and like catch up with things that are outside of you. I hope that made sense and it wasn't too confusing, because I do have to say I'm struggling massively, because we are in like the Mercury retrograde period now, and it's definitely getting to me big time. So yeah, don't mind me struggling with my words here, but I hope that you're kind of trying to I hope that you're getting what I'm trying to say here, that like the things that are happening are maybe somewhat like, okay, not even maybe, but they are out of your control. So like that, those kinds of changes and shifts, they may be causing you to like feel that anxiety and worry internally as well, because that's normal, right? That's what happens when we feel like we are not able to control the things that are happening in our lives. But again, first of all, it's temporary, and second of all, it's like it's all happening according to a higher plan, according to a higher order here. So again, I hope that no one is like too freaked out about this or too scared of this, because I feel like it's a positive change. I feel like it's something that is going to actually be having like a really, really positive effect on your life in the long run. And this might just be like this temporary like uncomfortable feeling that you may have to go through as things are kind of shifting around you. But again, it's temporary. So yeah, major energy surrounding you in October. It's going to be a very important month. But again, one way you may feel somewhat like out of control here. But anyway, that's kind of the general energy that I feel. And let's now look at some of the more like specific areas of life for you. So we're starting off with work and finance. We're then moving on to relationships, both romantic and platonic, all kinds of relationships in your life. And then we're going to look at your general well-being. So let's see. Okay, we're starting off with the Four of Cups. Oh, and the Six of Cups. Okay. Wow. Continuing with all the water cards here, we have the Page of Cups. Oh, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, and finally we have the Fool in reverse with the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. We're getting two pages, two fours, and this Fool card and the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, so starting off with your work and finances, we have the Four of Cups and we have the Six of Cups. Now, with the work and finance area coming out with all cups cards, I get the sense that your emotions may be very much like at the forefront of things when it comes to your work, or when it comes to, even if it's your studies or whatever you do for work or for money. It feels like you are going to be ruled by your emotions. And I do have to say that I feel like this shifting energy, these changes that are happening around you, they could make you like, as I said, I feel like they are influencing you. They're influencing your internal world, right? Which makes sense. But I feel like they could be making you feel this sense of like longing for something that you used to have in the past, or longing for the way that things were in the past. Maybe it's like maybe it's kind of hard for you to accept the changes. Maybe the changes are happening in your workspace as well, and so it could be that like you are having a hard time coming to terms with the changes, or like with this Four of Cups, it just feels like you are not really you're not really feeling a sense of contentment. You may be feeling a bit bored with the way that like things are going, or you may feel like you are yearning for something new, or wanting something like more exciting, something different. But with the Six of Cups coming out right next to it here, I do get the sense of like looking back and having this like nostalgic streak, or remembering how things used to be before, or looking back and wanting for things to be easier. And again, these are all like normal things to be feeling when things are changing, and when you are in this uncertain energy. It's normal to feel that way. So just like be mindful of your emotions in the month of October, because they could be kind of like overpowering you a bit. But the thing with the Four of Cups is that I want to show you here as well. Hopefully you'll be able to see it well. So we have this boy who is looking at these three cups, and he's clearly like so completely disappointed and just bored and like not interested in anything, because those cups are not really matching his desires or what he's looking for, what he's wishing for. He's not happy, right? And we have this mermaid over here who's holding this fourth cup, and she's like offering this fourth cup to him. She could like, this boy could have this fourth cup, but like he's not even looking, he's not even paying attention to this mermaid over here, so he's not seeing it. And so I feel like when it comes to your work or your finances, there could be some opportunities that are coming your way, or that are actually around you already, but maybe you're not really seeing them, or maybe you're not seeing the potential that is there for you, that would maybe like offer you something that you are looking for, and that would make you more happy than you are with the way that things are. Because I do see that you're like kind of dissatisfied with your work situation in the month of October. It could be because of like the changes that are happening, or it could be something that has already been like a thing for you in the past. Maybe you've already felt like your work is not really fulfilling and satisfying for you. Maybe that's been a thing for several months, or maybe even several years for you already. But I feel like there are opportunities around you, you're just not seeing them and you're not noticing them. So again, just be mindful of like how much you allow your emotions to kind of overpower you, because if you allow your emotions to kind of drag you into that very like sulky and disappointed and that kind of energy, you may be missing some opportunities or some kind of like potential that is around you that may take you out of this space and actually bring you something that would be more to your liking. So that's something that I just want to kind of let you know here, something for you to be mindful of. And if we leave the aspect of like maybe you looking back on some of the maybe like if you've had previous jobs that you really enjoyed and that you either lost or you left on your own terms or whatever, if there's something that you walked away from in the past and maybe you are like now looking back at those things or back at those times and thinking that, you know, they were so much better, or you may be having some regrets or something like that, that could be like one of those things. Again, watch your emotions for that. But the other thing, what I'm feeling with the Six of Cups is like, especially with the Four of Cups here, is that like there could be some sort of a gift coming your way, or some sort of like surprise coming your way, because the Six of Cups is like, at least in like traditional tarot, there is this that the little boy is giving a cup of flowers to the little girl. So it's this like, it's also this card of like gift giving. And because we have this Four of Cups here as well, where this mermaid is offering a cup to this boy, it could be that like some sort of gift may be coming your way. But again, I feel like with the Four of Cups, it's going to be very important that you like don't let it pass you by, that you keep your kind of eyes and ears open, and that if you do get some sort of an offer or opportunity coming your way, that you don't just like disregard it just because it's not something that you are specifically looking for, or it's not matching up to your expectations or something like that. It could be something small that like leads you to something that actually makes you really, really happy. So again, I just feel like in the month of October, things are kind of like, you're not really going to be able to make too much sense of it. So yeah, I feel like your mind and your emotions could be playing some tricks on you, because it's like things are kind of so much in motion around you. So like if you are getting some sort of offers or opportunities, don't just brush them aside. Like think about them and give them a chance and see where things could go, because I feel like there could be some sort of like opportunities or positive chances kind of coming your way, positive gifts or that kind of thing that you wouldn't really want to like miss or pass up on. I'm not sure what the right term is. I'm sorry. Again, Mercury retrograde, right? So yeah, just be mindful of that and try and keep your senses kind of aware and open and allowing is kind of what I was saying. Because looking at this Page of Cups and Page of Pentacles, so we're moving on to the relationship section now, right? With both of these pages coming out, I feel like there is going to be quite a lot of communication coming your way in the month of October. And there may even be like, yeah, there may be like some new kind of like offers coming your way when it comes to relationships as well, especially with the Page of Cups here. Like someone could be coming your way, again, whether it is romantic or whether it is simply like on a friendship level. Someone could be coming your way to offer you their support or to offer you their time or like their advice or just like someone wanting to be there for you, someone wanting to support you in some way. and offer you like this emotional support. That's the only word that's coming to me. So I feel like there is a lot of, again, a lot of opportunity for you. It's funny that we're getting this like opportunity thing with your work and finances, and we're getting this like opportunity offer thing with your relationships too. But again, I feel like it's super important for me to say that it pretty much all comes down to like how you decide to act, or how you decide to see those situations, and whether you decide to act upon those opportunities and actually accept them, or like whether you allow your like emotions and worrisome thoughts and all of that like to kind of overwhelm you to the point where you kind of like disregard all of those things. Because I feel like there is so much like ground or possibility for like new things to take off, or new things to start growing, especially with this transformation card here, because this is like in this card as well, this is there's this phoenix, right? This phoenix is rising up from the palms of this girl. It's almost like this new energy that is wishing to like come to life, new energy that is wishing to take root. But it just depends on your kind of mindset here. A lot of it comes down to your mindset. So yeah, I don't know, as much as you can, try and maybe like keep yourself separate from the whirlwind that is happening around you, and try and maintain as much of a calm composure as you can. And I know that, I'm sorry I'm like all over the place, but I just kind of feel like things are going to be so much easier for you, and you're going to have such a lot more of an easy time in the month of October, and a much more rewarding time if you like kind of let go of like a very rigid mindset. And the reason why I'm saying it is because I'm sorry I'm kind of skipping these pages here, but I feel like it's really important, because we have this Fool card here and the Four of Pentacles here. And this is talking about like your general well-being and your general energy in the month of October. And the reason why I'm skipping this is because I feel like those, like the work and finances section and the relationship section, is all pure like potential and opportunity. But when I look at these cards over here, which is talking about you, it's very like closed off, and it's very like, you can even see it from this Four of Pentacles here, right? The way that he's clutching onto those pentacles. It's like he's holding on so tight to what he has and the way that things are and have always been, that he's not open to anything new. And so he's missing out on a lot of the things. And also with the Fool card in reverse, when the Fool comes out in reverse, he's not jumping off the ledge. He's not trying something new that he hasn't tried before. He's like overly cautious and very like skeptical of things, and doesn't trust life and doesn't trust himself. So I feel like the energy of you that is coming through, or the energy that you may be kind of feeling a lot in the month of October, is like, again, this wanting to like grasp onto things, or wanting to have a very rigid way of being. And again, it's no judgment. There's no like, I'm not saying that it's like something to feel bad about or something like that. It's seriously no judgment. It's just that I feel like being aware of that and maybe trying a different approach is going to allow you to actually notice and use these opportunities that are trying to come in to your benefit. And that's why I feel like it's so important to kind of talk about this section before we get into the relationship section, because I feel like you could be missing out on so many great things because you are kind of like getting caught up. Again, you're getting caught up into this like emotional whirlwind and the things that may be happening on the mental level here with the Nine of Air. And this is a card of like anxiety and worry and overanalyzing, overthinking things. And again, it's normal to get into that kind of space when things are shifting and happening around you and you can't really do anything about it. It makes sense. But like, I feel like the more you are able to like get yourself to a space of like just flowing with the changes and seeing where things go, and not trying to hold on to anything too tightly, and not trying to stay in control too much, just allowing life to kind of guide you, I feel like the more easy time you're going to have, and the more you're going to enjoy yourself as well, and the more you're going to be able to again reap the benefits of these opportunities that are going to be coming into your life. So again, I feel like actually in your like relationships part here, there is a lot of support, and there is a lot of like care and attention that I feel like is going to be coming into your life, or that is trying to be coming into your life. There may be some really cool offers, or some really cool invitations, or some really cool suggestions coming in. Maybe there are actually like new relationships that will form, or new people that you're going to be meeting. There's just, again, there is a lot of like opportunity for new energy. As I was saying with this transformation card, there is this massive shift, this massive change that is happening around you. And again, maybe it has already been happening for quite some time, but I feel like now it's that there is this space around you where things are starting to kind of like come in, but you can't really accept them, and you can't see them if you are holding on so tightly to the old way of being, or if you're not willing to take any chances, if you're not willing to try something new and something different. So yeah, that's why, and please don't take it as like a talking down, or like anything like that, because it's not meant to be in a negative sense. But I just want you to be aware of like these things that you could experience, and that you could have, and that you could kind of start up, if you just allowed those energies to come to you. One last thing I want to say here, because of the both of these pages, is that like if you do have children, then I feel like your children are really going to be like at the forefront of your life in the month of October, and they're going to have a lot of significance, and they're probably going to be very, very helpful, like almost like I want to say your saving grace, because I just feel, again, like whether these pages are your actual children, if you have them, or whether they are just like some kind of messages coming in from your friends, or from your family, from your colleagues, or whoever, or whether they are like new people coming into your life, and like these new relationships that are forming. There's just so much like support and so much love and care in these cards, and there's so much, again, so much potential and so much opportunity. So I just really, really hope that you're going to be like grabbing onto those opportunities and seeing where they take you, because it's actually so positive. As I said, it just feels like the only thing that may like kind of dampen that the month of October for you is really like your own mindset, and the way that you feel about these things, your own approach and your own attitude toward these things, toward these changes that are happening, because it's all actually positive. And as I said, it's all like according to a divine plan. Things are kind of being put in place to kind of get you closer to the kind of life that you really want. But yeah, it does kind of require you to loosen your grip a bit on the way that your reality has been, and make space for new things to actually be able to come in. So yeah, I'm so sorry, pile number 3. First of all, I do realize that like maybe this message wasn't like as jolly and happy as you maybe were hoping for. And secondly, because it was just all over the place, and I feel like I was being so confusing. So I hope that I haven't like driven you absolutely crazy. And if you're still watching, then seriously, thank you for being here. And thank you for putting up with my absolute inability to speak in a normal manner. But before we close this reading out, we are also going to be looking at some of the oracle cards that Spirit wants to to tell you about. So we're going to look at what else you need to know about the month of October that would be useful or important or somehow vital for you to know. And yeah, let's see what else we find out. Okay, but I need to move those up a bit first because otherwise you're not going to be able to see anything. So let me just move those a bit. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We have she who emerges, enlightenment, mindfulness, rise up. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my God, mindfulness. Yeah, what was I saying? That's probably like one of the best words here. Yeah, okay, let's keep going, sorry. We also have Lorelei. Ooh, we have the moon. Yeah, okay, yeah. And we have Wombat Spirit, be at home. And finally, we have patience. Yeah, makes sense. And trust. Oh my God. Yeah, love that this is here. Okay, so many things to talk about. Okay, so first things first. I feel like with the she who emerges, it is really talking about like that now is the time where like you are kind of coming out on the other end of these like changes, or again these shifts that are happening around you. They don't have to like have such a strong influence on the way that you are feeling and thinking about these things. Like it's like you have the opportunity to change your perspective and to change your attitude towards them, and I feel like because things are changing, like that's an inevitability, right? We can't do anything about it. Things are going to be shifting and changing, and we see that with the moon here as well. Like life is cyclical. There is nothing to be done about that. It's just the way it is, and the less we fight it, the more we are able to like flow with the natural rhythms of life, the easier life is going to be for us as well. And so that's why I feel like this card is coming out as like these changes, like they are going to be happening no matter what. Life is going to be changing no matter what. So the more that you are able to like separate your own like well-being from those things that are happening around you, the easier it's going to be. And so this is like this time where like you have the ability to, as I said, welcome all of this new energy into your life and take hold of these new opportunities that are coming your way. But it's up to you to decide how you respond to these opportunities, whether you actually even acknowledge them, whether you accept them, or whether you brush them aside because it's not what you are used to, or because it's not what you envisioned like 100%. So again, just be mindful of like the way that you are dealing with all of these things, and be mindful of your attitude as well, and all of those opportunities that may be coming up for you that you may not even realize. I do feel like both with Lorelei and with the moon here, especially with the moon, because the moon is associated with our emotions, right? And as I was saying here, like I feel like your emotions are going to be very like probably like very overwhelming if you allow them to be that way. So just be mindful of that, and kind of watch your emotions, watch your moods as well, because I feel like it's something that is probably going to be kind of fluctuating a lot. And the more that you're able to like be mindful of your moods and be mindful of your emotions and deal with them in a healthy manner, again, the more easy it is going to be for you. Because with this Lorelei, like this is actually indicating that you have more power than you realize. Like, yes, as I was saying before, the changes that are happening are out of your control, but the thing that is in your control is, again, the way that you see these changes, the way that you respond to these changes, the way that you think about them, and the way that you act regarding them. Again, I just feel like this section in spirit is trying to like instill this feeling of like more so going with the flow. As it says over here as well, be at home, right? Like try and tune out your mind, especially if you feel that your mind is kind of going crazy, going all over the place. Then bring yourself back to your actual physical body, and try and ground yourself, and try and find ways where you can feel more at peace within yourself, and within your own emotions as well, because I feel like it's going to be very, very important that you have this like safe space, or that you have this safe haven where you can kind of calm yourself down, and like what's the word, tone down those like emotional feelings or outbursts, or those kinds of things that you may be feeling. Or like if your mind is going crazy and all that kind of thing, it's going to be like so beneficial for you to find ways to center yourself, to ground yourself, and to get out of those like overwhelming states of mind and states of being. And finally, we have this patience card and this trust card. I feel like I don't really have to talk about the trust card, because as I was saying here, is that like the more that you are able to trust yourself, and the more you're able to trust life and go with these changes and flow with them, the easier it is going to be. So I feel like, again, what Spirit is saying here is that, like, even if you're not able to see exactly where these changes are going to be taking you and why they are happening in the exact way that they are happening, it's still happening for a good reason. And all that Spirit is asking of you is to trust that they know what they are doing, right? That they are doing it for the benefit of you. And with patience, I just feel like it's just asking of you to kind of realize that these changes and shifts, that they are going to take time, that it's not going to be like an overnight thing, and it's going to be a gradual process. And the more patient you can be with yourself, the more patient you can be with the process, again, the more easy this whole thing is going to be on you. So yeah, wow, I'm gonna leave it here, pile number 3. I hope that this wasn't like too much of a disappointment to watch, because honestly, as I said, I feel like truly the month of October is actually going to be a really positive month, and it's going to bring a lot of opportunity with it. But the only reason why I feel like so much of that like disruptive energy and that anxious energy was coming through, and the disappointing energy was coming through, was because of the energy that I kind of feel like you may be drifting into. So just like be mindful of that, and if you are able to catch yourself when you are starting to drift into those like maybe more negative mindsets, more negative emotions, and if you're able to like deal with them right away and not let them fester, then like things are actually going to be turning out really, really well for you, because there is so much like new energy here that is like probably going to bring a lot of cool things into your life if you allow them to. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. I really hope that that you are going to be, that you're still going to be able to be excited about October, and that you allow the universe to surprise you and bring you these gifts and new opportunities. And I hope that you're going to have an amazing October anyway, and that I hope that the reading and the messages that came through made you more aware of the little like traps and pitfalls that you may fall into. But if you are, again, if you're mindful and aware, then it's not going to be that big of an issue. Because more than anything, I feel like October is going to be a month where you can truly like upgrade yourself and really like go through a lot of growth, a lot of personal development here. So there's a lot of opportunity for you to grow, but you have to like want to do that, and you have to want to grab those opportunities to be able to do that. Wow. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, then you know you are a trooper, and I really, really appreciate you. If you did find something useful from this reading, if it gave you something to think about, then I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up, or if you left me a comment down in the comment section. You can also subscribe. I would love that so much. And so in that way we could hang out in the future as well and do even more cool readings together. But please take care of yourselves. I am wishing you an awesome October, and yeah, I hope to see you guys very soon in one of my next readings. Bye bye.